Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another Mugen Forum topic. And today I want to talk about the Amiibos. Yes, that's right, Nintendo's action figures, if you want to call them, figurines or whatever. I didn't know how serious that these Amiibos were actually going to be. Now, the thing is, I love collecting things, and mainly figures from video game companies. And my dream was that I was going to try to collect every Sega and Nintendo and Capcom figure there is. But the thing is, when it comes to Nintendo, Nintendo figures are hard to really find. And when you do find them, they are very, very expensive. I wanted to get the Zero Suit Samus figure they had. I wanted to get Samus ship. I even want to get the Skyward Sword Link, which I will pick up eventually. But they were always hard to find. So when Nintendo announced the Amiibos, I said, wow, they are going to have streamlined, dedicated Nintendo figures available for everyone. So these things were going to be just very common. I'm able to go out and go get Nintendo figures, and I just said to myself that this is a good idea on Nintendo's part, because Skylanders are popular, and if Skylanders work and Disney Infinity work, and I may look at Skylanders for the fact these characters were just made up for the game. These weren't recognizable characters or anything, and Skylanders have become America's top, I guess, toy slash video game here in this country. So when Nintendo announced that they were going to do Amiibos, I was like, wow, Nintendo's going to make a killing off of this, because now I can go get my favorite Nintendo figures, and now people can go buy these Nintendo figures. So mainly I wanted to, I thought about NES. You know, Earthbound figures are hard to find. Matter of fact, I don't really think they have Earthbound figures like that. They more so have accessories like book bags and stuff like that, and Mr. Saturn, Starman Jr., but you never see Ness, Jeff, Paula, Poe. So I said, this is an opportunity for Nintendo to really cash in on this and take my money. So when they announced the Amiibos, I said, you know what, I'm gonna grab these Amiibo figures, but I was gonna take my time with it, because I thought these things were going to be common, that I can just go in the store and go buy them. But when I went to go pick up my Super Smash Bros. Wii U with the GameCube adapter and everything, I noticed that, you know, the Wii U's were not Wii U's, the Amiibos were pretty much cleared, except for Mario, Link, and like the common ones that were released during that day. So that's when I found out later on that Marth and Wii Fit Trainer plus the Villager was pretty much hard to find. You weren't able to find them anywhere, and Nintendo made a statement that made an announcement that they weren't going to manufacture any more of them anytime soon. So that's when it became a desperate race to see where you can find these Amiibos, and that's when people started just buying them up and putting them on eBay, Amazon, and charging people ridiculous prices for them. So once I found out how serious it was, that's what I said to myself, you know what, I better go out and start grabbing these Amiibos myself. So I had got Mario and Link for Christmas, because my goal at first was, with the Amiibos, I'm going to just grab my mains, the mains that I use in the game itself, which is Mario, Link, Ness, and Sonic. Now, you know, Sonic hasn't been released yet, and Ness hasn't been released yet, so I have a Mario Link. So I was like, you know what? Instead of me just waiting for the other two to come out, I better start grabbing some of these. Now, I was going to just grab them based on, you know, how much I like them and how much I like to use them in Smash Brothers. And I really wanted to get Little Mac, but the moment I didn't know the release date for Little Mac, and once I found out that Little Mac was being released, he was already sold out. So I was kind of upset at that, and that's when I wanted to get Shulk. And, you know, because he's an exclusive character to GameStop, and when I went to GameStop to try to reserve him, it was too late. I couldn't even reserve him as well. So I'm like, oh man, when they started making these things exclusive to specific stores, I'm like, this is getting out of control. This is getting ridiculous, and I know people are really now looking desperately to try to get these things. So Nintendo had finally announced their next wave at the time, which was Sonic, Sheik, Bowser, Ike, and Sonic and Mega Man, I believe, yeah, and Toon Link. So I went to GameStop and said, you know what, this time I'm putting money down on it. Well, actually, I didn't know they were coming out at the time. Oh yeah, I went to GameStop to go get an Xbox 360 wired controller so I could play Phantasy Star, so I could start doing my Let's Plays. When I went to GameStop, these guys, the guy at the counter told me that, hey, you know, the next wave is coming out, and I think it's a good idea that you should just reserve these amiibos. So he showed me the list of amiibos, and I was like, okay, they have Toon Link on here, they have Ike, they have Sonic, they have Mega Man. Now, at first I wasn't gonna get Mega Man. Now I know you're probably gonna say that I'm an idiot, but I mean, I like Mega Man and all, but I really want to just go after my mains. But the guy's like, listen, dude, this is a third-party character in a Nintendo game, and trust me, Sonic and Mario are going to be the hardest to find once these things are released. Now, I'm already put money down on Sonic, so because Sonic is my main, and I like Sonic. I'm a Sonic fan altogether. And I thought about it, so you know what? He's right. I better go put money down on Mega Man. So I put money down on Mega Man, and then after that, he also talked me into putting money down for another character. So I was like, let me get Toon Link, because I like Link, and I love Wind Waker, one of my all-time favorite Zelda games besides Ocarina of Time. So I was like, you know what, let me get Toon Link. And then he was trying to persuade me to get Ike. Now I should have had put money down for Ike. I should have did that, because he said, if you like Fire Emblem, you better grab Ike, because you're not gonna be able to get him. And I should have did it, but I said, you know what, these three are fine. And I saw that they had Bowser, but I have a feeling that no one's going to really grab Bowser. So I know probably Bowser's going to be pretty much common. So after that, I was like, all right, whatever. I'm going to grab these three. The next day I decided, you know what? Let me go back there and get Ike. Nope. Ike was nowhere to be found. They took the reserves and everything down. You couldn't reserve him. And he was pretty much like out of stock. So I was like, oh, that sucks. But what made me realize how bad this thing really is with these Amiibos, Sakurai, the Smash Brother God himself, the creator, cannot get his hands on the Amiibos. Now you know that's sad if Sakurai himself cannot get his hands on the Amiibos. Now the thing that really bothers me or makes me scratch my head, I mean, like, should the Nintendo employees should get first dibs? I mean, it's not like they can buy like a bundle or stock of them, but like, this guy created the game, his team created the game. Could these guys at least get their hands on it first, especially Sakurai? And then he has to kick money out of his pocket to pay for it. I had to scratch my head on that. So Sakurai couldn't find Meta Knight, and let me see, it was Meta Knight, and he wanted to get, let me see, Lucario, yeah, and Rosalina. He couldn't get them because they were sold out, and he couldn't find them. And it was on his Twitter, and it was translated. And his end remark was, But that's crazy. So if you guys are thinking about getting Amiibos, if you guys are into, you know, hunting down like figures or hunting down like, you know, a particular you know, item that you're trying to look for, especially if you're into hobbies and everything, then go for it. And the best thing to do is pre-order online instead of you running to all these different stores to try to find you know, the figure that you want. But if you guys aren't into Amiibos, then just don't even bother. But Nintendo's gonna definitely make a killing, for the simple fact is Nintendo has so many IPs. You know, they can make Amiibos for anything. Now imagine if they make Amiibos with alternate costumes. They can pretty much destroy your wallet, because I'm gonna be the idiot who's gonna put money into it. Imagine, you know, when F-Zero come out, they're gonna come out with different F-Zero cars, Amiibos, and when Animal Crossing, they're gonna have their own Animal Crossing lineup Amiibos. Especially when Pokemon, when they do a console Pokemon or whatever they're gonna do with Pokemon, they're gonna have a whole lineup of different Pokemon. Especially believe me on that one. And then when Zelda Wii U come out, they're definitely gonna have Zelda Wii U Amiibos. So it's Nintendo's gonna make a killing off of this. So so give me your opinion. What do you think about the Amiibos? Do you think they're overhyped, or do you think, you know, this is a smart move by Nintendo to put out these Amiibos? So leave your opinion in the comment section below, and if you like my discussion videos, feel free to subscribe. This is MugenLord signing off.